slowly fading, give me love. Picture us, lost in our thoughts, but you have to trust in this life that we're given in the morning, love. Pick me up, I'm slowly fading, give me love. Picture us, lost in our thoughts, but you have to trust in this life that we're given in the morning, love. Pick me up, I'm slowly fading, give me love. Picture us.
Hey everybody, it's EJ.
It's Pete, what's happening?
Hey man, we're two educated guys trying to figure this out, man.
Word. Right now we're trying to figure out Big Shaq.
Yeah.
Some song. I don't know. What's the name of the song?
I think it's Not Nice or Not Hot Guy or some shit with a jacket.
Alright.
Alright, but don't forget to subscribe and like our shit, man.
Word.
You know, also, Educated Freedom. Check it out. Buy your shirt or two. And don't forget to get in the spotlight. For all you people who want to get that publicity and you want it for the cheap, you want it with a growing channel, go ahead and send it our way, because at the end of the day, when we grow, you grow with us. And it's low. You know, I mean...
For the low.
For the low, man.
Key low.
Alright, man, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Big Shaq. I didn't know there was a little Shaq, but... Okay.
The next wave, man. I feel this being the next wave.
Make sound effects?
Just make sound effects. I mean, it's kind of like scat back in the day. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know scat, that's jazz. But yeah, we're going to talk about this more than afterthoughts. If you have yet, don't forget to subscribe and like our shit, man.
Word. To Educated Guyz, please.
Hey everybody, it's EJ.
It's Pete, what's happening?
Hey man, we're two educated guys trying to figure this out, man.
Word. And right now we're trying to figure out Big Shaq. Man's not hot.
Man's not hot, man. I feel like... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say personally, it was cool. I mean, maybe it was funnier like the first time, but then after that, it's kind of like, all right. I mean, I see what he's going for and shit like that, you know. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh, all right. You know what I mean?
Dude, it was a 4-minute song, and it's definitely...
Yeah, it definitely needed to be 4 minutes though. Like,
yeah, I mean,
maybe like 1 minute.
Yeah, but it was like... The thing was, this is how I look at it, right? I feel like he's inventing something new, right? If this is his first song, can you imagine how his other songs are going to be? And this is him probably not even trying. And another thing we have to realize...
How long can you do that?
Well, shit, look at all these other artists. They've been doing it so long. All you got to do...
Who's doing it for long?
I mean, that really...
Niggas only lasting 1 year, if that.
I mean, shit...
Niggas last one song.
Young Thug?
I mean, Thug actually, like, his voice is like a instrument. Like,
they can't do that with him. He just did it.
I mean, Thug's actually saying like, but
I mean, like,
Thug actually be saying some shit. I don't listen to Thug like that.
I actually listened to a whole Young Thug album.
Yeah.
A whole Young. I listened.
I mean, he ain't making sound effects like.
I listened to a Young Thug album from the beginning to the end of it. And got bored and still stuck it through, and I still listen because of the hype. And I have to damn near tell you that if this man comes out with an album and he does that, the pop, and he has a whole new genre, he can do a whole new genre, because he's only saying some things that's funny, and then he'll kind of like go into the man not hot, go into that whole thing. He can do it. The thing is, and he's kind of funny too, bro. Just make his social media presence amazing. Have him do a lot of funny things. Drop another song like a lot of these artists doing. Think about it. Cardi B only has one song, and the only reason why she's famous now is because she was on the show and her social media presence.
And she looked kind of good.
But this guy right here, you know what I'm saying? Not saying, look, I don't care about that, but just the fact of like, if this is his first banger and it's actually picking up, you know what I'm saying? And he's international, he's gonna make that international money. Now you got to get with somebody and figure out how the hell to really brand your ass, and then really come back in it, but still stay funny, but also still stay relevant. And he has a whole nother genre. He could just get on it. He could just say a scat album and like do that whole thing, and people want to catch on to it.
I think it's but so long you can do sound effects. I mean, my personal opinion, I think it's like...
Let's think of an artist.
Scooter pop. Like, all right, you know, take like James Brown. Yeah.
And that lasted
that shit like
forever.
that. But James was saying, like, James was still like,
yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. You know, there's a couple
artists.
other niggas like that. And, you know, that was a different era, too. You could say some shit. There was probably some real, like, crack and shit really behind that. This is just like, I'm saying it just to say it.
Bro, they
That
have
was,
they have a
raw,
system now at this point. So all he has to do is get on a record label. Regular label says, yo, you can still do the pop shit. We're just gonna throw some drugs in there. We're gonna put some women in there, and boom, you got another hit. I mean, it's very. I don't know if y'all noticed at this point. The newer rap is very systematic. It's the same thing over and over again.
That shit gonna die pretty soon though. It's been so long that shit can go on to being that motherfucker. Cause I mean, you got Kendrick. That's the top of the game right now.
It's a new audience.
Everybody ain't gonna be.
It's a new audience. I mean, do you think people are getting smarter or dumber?
Hopefully getting smarter, but I can't make that,
Because there's documents that show, and y'all do y'all research. There's documents that show by Harvard reviews that the society is kind of made to go dumber and dumber and not to pass a 6th grade education. There's documents that show this, and look it up. So there's
what is a 6th grade education?
So what happens is that supports a consumerism economy, because if you have more than a 6th grade education, that means you're doing critical thinking. People don't want you to critical think.
Right. Well, I mean,
so I mean that's why I kind of
is different now.
No.
I mean, shit, because a 6th grade education back then, compared to a 6th grade education now, technically should be more advanced due to the different, systems you got to deal with. Now, I mean, it's different things like memory and shit that they had back then that, all right, may not be as good, but just from a technical aspect, I think 6th graders are a little.
Well, you're saying technical. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about logical. Logical and.
Logical.
I really kind of.
I don't know.
It's there. I think the system is the same. It's just we're older and we recognize the system. I don't think that that now they have computers. We had computers back in the day too. We just didn't have the social media stuff. Yeah,
there was computers. Like this whole shit was a computer.
Yeah, but I mean, like it wasn't.
What do we do with this?
But now it's a little worse because now they have social media, so now it's causing more isolation. So now that supports a consumerism economy because it's one-on-one ads. I know you see every ad is customized towards them. So that's what's happening right now. But kind of going more into this, it's like so based on that and other documents, they're saying that society is getting dumber and dumber and dumber. So you see this music, and we're kind of like, what's going on? They don't have any lyrical content, but that's what that generation likes, which is just sticking to drugs, killing, just pretty much primitive things. So if this man could come up and say, "Man, not hot," and say, and then he has a whole crowd singing it, and he is not even from America, that kind of tells you we're more acceptable of something that is pleasing mentally, like as far as musically, than mentally. That's my opinion.
I mean, that's just something we're gonna have to decide. Anybody can give any input on that. Definitely leave a comment below. See what standpoint, what level is a 6th grader at as far as like 2017? Like I hadn't been a 6th grader.
No. The thing is, they're not. As far as when you get older, really think about this. When have you seen something, and check out our lives too? Yeah. When have you seen something on TV where it really made you think?
I haven't seen TV. Well, no,
anything.
No. All right. Well, me and my girl was watching, she watched certain shows. But I mean, there are things out there, but it's so much coming at you though. It's so much stimulant. I mean. No.
Just answer that question.
But
a 6th grader,
I'm trying to put it into context. So 6th graders now, they have access to, the top, like any bit of information is at their fingertips, basically.
No, but you're not answering the question though. So that makes you dumb. So if you're not able to,
it makes you smart in a way that you have
what?
That you have access to know more.
What critical thinking is that to just type into a computer instead of sitting down, logically understanding something and then attacking it? But you can just type into a computer. That doesn't make you smart. That means that any information that you're looking at, you're going to say that that's the truth. So that means that somebody can put false information in front of you, you say that's the truth. That's not logical.
But when 6th graders got their information from textbooks, and that was the only outlet, that was the only way they can get information.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they're smarter if their ability to obtain knowledge is less.
But you're able to look at it and come up with a general conclusion by what you're reading. See,
maybe.
This right here, you can type an answer and they give you type a question, they give you an answer.
But back then it was dictated. now you have the option to be able to say, all right, I choose to believe this. I choose to come up with my. I don't know.
So I guess hold on. But I guess that goes back to the point of we're older now. We're seeing it because now instead of paper form, it is computer form.
Right.
So regardless of what's happening, the way that the system is learning, you're meant in school to be controlled.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. When have you watched on TV where you've literally sat there and really intensely thought about it and said, you know what? Damn, I finally got it. There's nothing on TV. That it's not
every day.
You watch TV and did that.
That could. Well, I mean, me personally, I don't watch too much TV.
If you have to, for anybody, if you have to dig that deep to find an answer, that means it's a no.
It's not deep to find answers because I mean but TV is not how most people are getting that stuff. They're getting this from the internet.
I'm saying through the internet.
And again, like Facebook, it's anything on Facebook. It's anything from educational to motivational. Like, but, I mean, it's shit that I'm being exposed
you're categorizing,
now.
But it's kind of like, when have you looked at
because nothing's categorized. It's all.
When have you looked at something and go, huh? Okay, but that makes sense. Like, now I'm talking about not accepting it as truth, but actually looking at it and make you intensely think about it and then moving forward. Like, there's nothing that's out there that's more than a 6th grade. And this is something that's written, what I'm saying is something that was written in, I think it was like the 1930s or 40s. Like, it was like a Harvard Law thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's something doctrine. And it said basically, and they said this in the 20s, that to support a consumerism economy, you have to have it to where they accept it for what it is, and going forward, so when you put something in their face, they're going to buy it instead of question it. That's why a lot of times you see impulse buying. That's what I'm saying. If you critically thought about stuff, you would say, well, that's why Dick Gregory all the time says think. Like, people don't sit down and think because it's all given to you where you don't have to think.
Well, I mean, that's just something that we're gonna have to discuss with the people out there.
Yeah,
I mean, because there's so much interpretation.
Yeah.
But we would like for you guys to interpret. You saw what we think.
Yeah.
We like to hear what you think. Make
Put
sure
it down
you
below.
Like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yep.
And check out Educated Freedom for that artist spotlight.
Yep.
And much more.
To Educated Guys. Peace.
Peace.